But last summer changed everything. Now the sound of an emergency vehicle made her freak out. If it passed her quickly enough, she'd just get sweaty palms or shake a bit, feeling weak in the knees. But if not, if she and the ambulance had to spend any time sharing the same space, she panicked. "Are they happening less, at least?" Noelle asked. They had been. But ever since it started getting hot out, it's been reminding me more of the day it happened. Noelle nodded. "That makes sense. You still seeing that doctor?" "Every Tuesday," Micah said. "Is it helping?" "Not sure." "Yeah. Therapy helped Pierre a little, but he still has them if he gets too overwhelmed." This was why Micah always called Noelle when her body went haywire. Noelle's little brother deals with anxiety, so panic attacks didn't freak her out like they would Tobin. And Micah thought Lux might just tell her to pull it together. Micah's parents didn't even like admitting she had anxiety issues. They ignored it, and so she tried to too. But Noelle knew exactly how to help. "On your way to work?" Noelle asked, and Micah nodded. "Gonna see Ty?" she asked next, kinda singing the words. Micah couldn't help but grin, but then Noelle's face turned serious. "He know about these? Or about the fact that they're happening more lately?" Micah didn't want to think about next month's anniversary. It hovered over this whole summer like a cloud threatening rain. She didn't want to talk about it with Noelle, and she definitely didn't want to tell Ty. He knew about what happened last summer, but she didn't want him to know she couldn't hear a siren without losing it. No, I don't want to bother him with all the drama. She had something more important on her mind when it came to Ty anyway. Noelle shrugged, opened her bag, and handed Micah what looked like a small yellow pie. The sweet egg tart with a flaky crust was Micah's favorite Chinese dessert. "Well, for now," Noelle said, "keep calm and eat Dan Tat." Micah grinned and grabbed the pastry. "Whatever you say." Miraculously, after she thanked Noelle for coming to her rescue, Micah made it to church without another incident. Triumphant Kingdom AME Church was the only place Micah could spend any real time other than school. She attended service every Sunday, Bible study every Wednesday, and sometimes went to a prayer service or two during the rest of the week. So the church-run camp was the only place her parents would ever hear of her working in the summer. Her boyfriend Ty went to the same church and worked at the camp too. She couldn't wait to see him. When she spotted the back of his head through one of the stained glass windows, she took the steps 2 at a time up to the front door. Since they'd first discovered they could get away with it, she and Tyreek Valentine had risked sneaking into the church's back parking lot to make out while the littlest campers took their naps. They were supposed to be on their lunch break, but the only thing they tasted when they stole away for the hour was each other. If they were ever found out, it would not go well. For one, they were both well known enough at the church that their parents would definitely hear about it. Whether the news came through gossiping church members or from a church elder telling her mom and dad directly, Micah could imagine her mother's stern tisks and her father's disapproving frown, followed by a quick and severe punishment. And since they were supposed to be working, doing anything that wasn't work, and making out definitely counted as not work, might even get them fired. Maybe worst of all, they both wore promise rings, silver bands they'd been given 2 years ago when they promised during a Sunday service to wait to have sex until they were married. Making out in a back parking lot wasn't sex, of course, but Micah knew from experience that church folks had a way of jumping to conclusions.